Hi everybody, thanks for clicking on my video and checking out my channel. Please like the video and please subscribe because I want to get my subscribers up, and I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel so we can be BFFs and talk about books, movies, TV shows, etc., etc. So today I wanted to do a book review on Scarlet Nights. I didn't read the book. I listened to the audiobook when I would run my errands. I would listen to the audiobook, and I finished the book probably in about 4 days. And the book was very, very good. This Scarlet Nights book was written by Jude Deveraux, and I read that she has about 40 books out. And I want to read some more of her books because they said when I did my research on her, and it said that the more recent books are like paranormal kind of books. So I'm really into paranormal and sci-fi. So I really am looking forward to checking out her latest books. This actual book was published in 2010. If I researched correctly, it said 2010 is when the book was published, and I love the book. I love the ending because I'm really big on good endings. I don't like reading a book and at the end you're pissed because the book is a cliffhanger and you gotta get not two books. I don't mind reading two books, but you gotta get like 3 books, and the story keeps continuing, like a mini series. I'm down with one and 2 books, but not the 3, 4, or 5 books. So this book closed. It wasn't a cliffhanger. It closed, and the storyline is based in Virginia, and I think Florida, because the cop Mike, he's one of the main characters. So he is the main character, him and Sarah. So Mike the cop is going to Virginia to save Sarah from marrying this long-term crook, him and his mother, Greg, and I forgot the mom's name, but Greg is about to marry Sarah, but Greg is a criminal. And Mike and his captain or police chief, they're all trying to figure out why is Greg and his mother in Virginia, and Mike is going undercover to figure out why Greg and his mom are in Virginia. And they're like, if they're both at the same city at the same time, it has to be something big. It has to be like something major. And when they finish with whatever they got going on, they're going to kill Sarah. So Sarah just happens to be Mike's sister's best friend. And Sarah and Mike end up trying to solve the case together. They're both trying to figure out what's going on. He's telling her, there's something up and we need to figure out what's going on. So Sarah is kind of like one of those, I have what is that called? The screen saver. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off after this video. I'm going to figure it out. But Sarah and Mike are trying to figure out what's going on and put all the clues together. And in the meantime, between time, they're starting to fall in love with each other. And it's who wouldn't fall in love with Mike, because Mike is described as tall, handsome. Of course, he's employed because he's a cop. He works out. They really have give real detail about his physique. And Sarah is this little dainty woman that makes her own clothes, and she makes little cute dresses, and she reminds you of the women in the 1960s, very dainty, well put together, polite. She's polite, but she's spicy. And she starts out as a victim in the book, but by the end, she's not. She's not a victim. Like, she really pulled it together and came through. And Mike I just love Mike. Mike is like everybody's dream. So I'm listening to the move. It sounded like it felt like a movie because it felt like I was playing a game of Clue and I was part of the family and I wanted to help them find out what was going on and what was the plot, what was Greg and his mother up to. So I'm listening. Like, I'm trying to find places to go so I can listen to this audiobook in my car because I don't have a CD player in my house. So I'm trying to find places to go so I can get in my car and just drive around and listen to this audiobook because I'm not just going to drive around just to be driving around because gas is high. So I have to have a destination and we get something done for me to just drive. But anywho, it was 7 o'clock in the morning. I was on my way to work and the love scene or the love part came on when they were about to do their thing. And it was so detailed. And I was in my car like, oh my God. Ooh, okay, go ahead with your bad self. The love scenes were very detailed. It was early in the morning when I was listening to it. And I was thinking, should I just turn back around? Like, where's my sweetie pie at? I should just turn back around, go back home, and take a self-care day because Mike was laying down the eggplant. And you felt like your girlfriend, your best girlfriend, finally got her some eggplant. And you're like, ooh, go girl, go girl. But it was a lot for me to be listening to at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I wasn't mad. I was a little bothered because I couldn't go home. I was like, oh, this is juicy. But the ending, as far as the ending, I think the whole book was a real page turner. If you're reading the book, but I was listening, so if we're talking book terms, it was a real page turner, and it kept you interested. It kept you excited and wanting to finish the book. Like you couldn't put it down, and I couldn't stop listening to it. Like I said, I listened to it for 4 days because I really wanted to get to the end of the book and find out what was Greg and his mother up to. But I think the plot was good. The characters were good. You felt like you knew them. Every character, the main characters, you got a good feel for who they are and their background, and you fill in the blanks to what type of person you think they are. But I think they gave a good feel for the characters, a good description, so you feel more connected to them. And yeah, it was a good book. If I were you, I would check it out. And I would check out some more of Jude Deveraux' books because that book was my first romance book that I read, and it didn't disappoint. I liked the ending. I liked the relationship between Mike and his sister. I liked the spiciness of Sarah and the guessing that you had to do of who is actually legit and who is a authentic character and not a shady character. So it was a lot of twists and turns as far as the family ties with everybody, but it was good, and I suggest that you read it. On another note, I went to the dollar store, and I ended up getting 2 books that I was in the dollar store, and I looked the books up online, and they're both $9 books. And one of the books I'm familiar with because I bought 2 of this author's books from Don Miguel Ruiz, and this I got it from the dollar store. I have for some reason become very, very obsessed with hard covers, but I got this for $1, and it's Don Miguel Ruiz, and I've read 3 other books from him that I paid full price for, so this was a steal to get it for $1 at the dollar store. hardcover. And then this book, I got this book for $1, and this is sci-fi. This is, oh, my perfume bell. This is, I guess you can call this a self-help book. And this one is more of a sci-fi book, and it's hardcover too. And I looked this one up. This is a part of a series, but I hope it doesn't keep going on and on and on. You can see the two books that's with it in the series. I think it says Silo and Storm. So it says don't miss the first two books of the Silo Chronicles. So yeah, I got this for $1 at the dollar store. So I would say if you go to the dollar store and you see books, go online, Google the book while you're in the dollar store. I got it from Dollar Tree. When you're in the dollar store, look and see online how much the book is and how many stars it received. And this book got 5 stars when I looked on Amazon. It was about 4 to 5 stars. This book, so I picked it up. You can't beat $1 because or you go to the thrift store, you can probably get a bunch of books for a good, decent price. And the ones that have that color sticker, and you pick the sticker that's on sale that day, then you get it for even cheaper. But I think people got out of reading, so I hope you guys join me and read with me and watch great movies and see good plots, because all of this reality TV is good entertainment for the short term, but not long term, because I love Frank Sinatra, and I can watch a Frank Sinatra movie today and still be entertained. And that's from years and years ago. I could watch a reality TV show from years ago, like, what was it, Flavor of Love or stuff like that was on TV, and I can watch it now. It's not entertaining to me. It was not really entertaining then, but it was TV. But I like creative minds and being able to read people's stories and the things that people come up with their imagination, these authors. I think it's great. I'm working on a book. I have to edit the book, I have to hire somebody to edit because I'll have all types of spelling errors in there. But yeah, I'm working on a book. It's more sci-fi. It's going to be 2 books. So I'm working on the first one, and I just think being co-creators and being creators is a beautiful thing. Putting people in a room and telling them to act like this is reality, and they give them a scenario that's not reality TV, really. It's just you putting 2 people in a room and you're giving them, they don't like each other, and you try to spice it up to make it good TV. But I think good TV and good movies come from excellent writers. And I feel like that we're getting away from that a little bit. So subscribe to my channel, and let's read together, and let's have this whole online community of people that love to read, love good movies, good TV shows that have good storylines. I want to do reviews on some TV shows, but mostly sci-fi, not the ones that are like hospital and cop related, stuff like that. I like the sci-fi TV shows, like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, in that genre, but not specifically Game of Thrones, because I haven't watched Game of Thrones, so I wouldn't know where to start. I'm probably like 10 years behind on Game of Thrones, and I would have to start from scratch. So that's not going to happen. But anywho, thank you so much for watching my video. Please like and subscribe, because like I said in the beginning of the video, I'm trying to get my subscribers up, and I would just love to have a whole bunch of friends that I can share my thoughts with on books and other things. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.